Stretch! I will stretch. Free streaming warm-up stretching, yes indeed, and a maestro, and also hello Agro, Oni, hello, hello. I want you to address the elephant in the room. Some of you might not have even noticed it, but I noticed it. Oh, thank you for the head pass, thank you. Today was my spring cleaning day, and hydrate, I will hydrate. I was trying to take care of some things on my end. I was doing last minute stuff for my cover, which is coming out on the 31st. It's coming. It's coming. I actually have a thing. I'll pull it up while I talk. But yeah, you might see something in the corner. I updated my Ko-fi, and for some reason, here I'm just gonna shrink that. I'll deal with that in a second. I updated my Ko-fi, and for some reason, it says I'm 219% above the goal. That is a lie. Truth be told, I don't even need 200. It was kind of just a, it was just like a goal that I was like, okay, I need to fix this so that, it doesn't say that I'm at 100% filled. But maybe I should have kept it at 100% filled because, now it says I'm 200% over, which again is a big fat lie. I was hoping that this would be like a case where oh it'll update in a little bit, you know, fix itself, like maybe refresh the page a couple times because I know that is a thing that it's happened to me before. But I tried. It's not doing anything. And I was like, okay, I'll play with the inputs, and it only made it worse. So I'm like, okay, you know what? It's just gonna stay that way, and whatever happens, happens. Oh no, the chicken dance! Hey, wait, where's the followers? Thank you for the chicken dance. Slow your okay, thank you. I hope that this isn't loud. Why does the Danganronpa music in the background like somehow fit? Also, hi, hello, welcome. Yay! That was fun. But yeah, hopefully as we continue to play the game, the Ko-fi will update and fix itself. I'm not holding out hope that it will. Just know I'm not scamming you guys. We are not 219% above the goal. Also, Venti wants to leave. I gotta go take care of him. Venti. The chicken dance was too much for him. Alright, but yes. I wanted to get that out of the way. Just in case someone just like looks over and is just like, what is happening with the Ko-fi goal? Second thing, I posted it on Twitter and YouTube. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. It's happening. It's happening. Astro Girl is coming. Astro Girl is coming on the 31st. 7 p.m. EST, an hour right before I stream. I decided to not make it a premiere, mostly just because I think it would be cool. It would have been cool, but, well, for one, no one engaged with the poll on YouTube, so I'm like, okay, maybe not. Maybe no one wants that. Second, I was thinking, like, oh, what if I'm not there for the premiere, and then it's kind of lame, isn't it? And then I would feel bad if no one showed up to the premiere, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let things happen naturally. So it's just being released as like a normal thing, and we're just going to have a little like party maybe. I don't know if you want to call it a party. I'm calling it a party. Afterwards, we're gonna have it at 8, which is like our normal streaming time anyway. So yay! Hooray! Happiness! Oh, I hope you guys are excited. I tried my best. I wrote a whole novel in the description. Oh, where should I put this? Where should I put this? Sure, why not? There you go. You probably can't even read it, but it's okay. What if I read it? There we go. I have a cute little background today. There we go. Gotta shill it somehow. I worked pretty hard on it. And if you guys don't like it, keep your comments to yourselves. I tried. I like it. I think it turned out good. But this was like a one-person job, unless you want to count the instrumental. But this was a one-person job. I made the art. I did the video editing of it. I don't know how to mix, but I personally think it sounds good. So I guess mixing. I obviously did the vocals. Like I said, it was a one-man job. So don't judge me too hard. Anything else I need to update on? I have no idea. I just found out I only have one in-person class coming up next semester, and I'm not happy about it. And the one class only meets 1 day a week at night, so I'm not happy about that either. This broadcast has been ready to end for now. We should be saying, oh come on, we still happen to Boston. By the local media classification for it, movie themes, chats redeems, cleverly hidden coins, killer panda doing a poor job of being a panda, and irresistible attraction. That may not be suitable for Hope's Academy audiences. Your discretion is advised and recommended. Yes, thank you. Nice job. I do have 91 coins. Actually, wait, can't I gacha? Wait, can't I just gacha here? We don't have to go to the store, guys. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm lucky. Oh, mono. It's good to be back. Also, I don't know how, but the inner side of my right eye is... Oh no! Oh no, I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. Oh no, I hate eye stuff. Oh no, I hope you feel better. I wonder, did you get anything in your eye at all? That would be like my first thing. I'm okay, I just don't know how it happened. As long as you're okay. As long as you're okay. Oh, I hate things near my eyes. So that's like my worst nightmare. I remember when I was in elementary school, pink eye was going around, and I guess I was the first person to get it. I don't know how I got it, but I remember my eyes were just uncontrollably itchy, and then, oh, lucky! My teacher noticed that my eye was getting really, really red, and then she was like, go to the office. And I was like, okay, I'll go to the office. I got like an ice pack or something to put over my eye, something like that. I don't even really remember. I woke up feeling mostly okay, and my eyes feeling a little burning, but that's normal if you're running only 4 hours of sleep. What is with people in my chat and having a horrible sleep schedule? Guys, you need to sleep. You need to sleep. Then my sister brought attention to the bloodshot look. Oh god. That's awful. Again, I really hope you feel better. I'm trying to think if there's anything, like, if there's any medicine you could take. I mean, I'm sure eye drops are probably a thing, but, I don't know anyone who has just, like, eye drops lying around. Donut. I'm lucky! I dedicate this pool to you, and a maestro. Feel better soon. You got a creepy doll. But I do hope you feel better. I'm not getting lucky with these pulls. Come on. Give me something good. I'm lucky! I'm lucky. Oh, this is the best day of my life. I got soda. I got cola. Isn't it true that they used... Oh, I got another soda. Isn't it true that there used to be like actual Coke and Coca-Cola? I heard that I heard that was a thing, but I have no idea if that's actually true. I got a dandelion. It's probably because I drove last night with no helmet and something might have got. Yeah, that's probably it. That probably would have been it. Hopefully it's not. Again, hopefully it's not anything too serious. Because I know that like some stuff. Like, if it gets in your eye, it can damage the eyeball. So I really hope that everything's okay. I got a cement block. Oh, that's gotta go. Moobot, thank you for doing your job. You are free from your job. Hang on, wait. Hang on, in a maestro. I'll read it in a second. Okay, let me just shut this off before it becomes a problem. There we go. Interestingly, this isn't the first time this has happened to me. Oh my god, no! So many problems, no. Squeets and Suta, hello Suta Prinsu! Hello, welcome! Despite what this might look like right now, this game is rated M. I am just doing a little gotcha-ing. With my 91 coins I got from the trial somehow. Oh no, I got 2! I used 2! No! I didn't want to use 2 coins. Oh, I got something out of it though. Hello, Miss Chicken. M for mmm. M for mmm. This has happened to me back in 2004. Oh no. It's still not good though. But, I mean, I guess, immunity? Microwave noises intensify. Mm. Oh no, my Hutao figure fell over. Hutao, no! Hutao, no. Let me fix you. Let me fix you, girly pop. I've been saying that a lot lately. I gotta stop saying girly pop. Here. She might have to lean up to her wife Hatsune Miku. Almost the exact same thing. No. I wonder if I use multiple coins, if I'll, let's try 2. Except back then I didn't have a motorized bike. I got a croissant for using 2 coins. I'm lucky! I got a ring. Alright. I always use the public transport system. Oh, if it's the public transport, it was probably a virus. I don't trust public transport. Did I actually tell you guys that I had to take like a public bus to go to school because I live too far away and the school wouldn't provide transportation for me? I had to ride the city bus to my oh, that's new. 100%. Let's go. We have Ganchan. We have Ganchan all the way to the top. We did it. Oh god, I was about to talk about how much I hate public transport. I was like, just, now I'm so happy, guys. I have like the biggest smile on my face. Should we go all or nothing? Should we do all or nothing? Should we waste 53 coins on this? Oh, the gambling. The gambling is intense. Oh my god. I had suggested get I can't read. I'd have suggested get a motorized bike depending on the state you live in. You could get away with not needing to register it or need a driver's license. Oh no, where I live, I need to get a motorcycle. Like, you need to have a motorcycle license. Should I do it? I kind of want to do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I got a whip. Oh, that's a new lucky sound. That's a new lucky sound. Make my brain go burr. Hutal fell over again. I got a gun. I'm happy. We could just end the stream here. How long has it been? 20 minutes? Yeah, that's enough time. Bye, everyone. I did everything I needed to do. No, let's actually play the game. I'm so happy. Oh, Shinmitsu Gallery. What's this? Oh, okay. Yeah. I gotta go back. Would you like to save your changes? Yes. Hinata pulling it. No! Hutal! Stop falling over, please! No, Hutal! Okay, she's down. She's down. She can't move anymore. I'll fix her later. Oh, poor Hutal. That was fun. That was fun. Alright, okay, again. Now let's actually play the game. Let's play the game now.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th
student lying hidden somewhere in this school.
The one
who they call the ultimate despair.
Watch out for her.
Watch out for her. I love it. It's so iconic. Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. Remember the time Nakiri Ayame got what she was hunting and farming for within the first 10 or 15 minutes, and she had promised she would end the stream as soon as she got it? Or was it less than 10? Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember. No, it wasn't. No, Kanata was the one who was looking for the blue axolotl in Minecraft, right? Yeah, no, it was. Was it her? Oh no. Oh no, my whole life knowledge is slipping through my brain. I think I used it all up on the Astro Girl. Oh, speaking of which, Gen 3! I talked about it last stream because someone in the Splatoon thing posted like a little like Miiverse type thing about Hololive Gen 3. Halloween Gen 3! Oh, okay. You know, the first two are debuting tomorrow. I will probably be streaming during that time, but if we go over, we're definitely going to do like a watch along of it. Kanata took hundreds of hours to breed the prize. Okay, so no, it wasn't. I was thinking of someone else then. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I don't mean to squeal, I'm just getting so excited. Is this, no, because Hello Stars EN debuted when I was started streaming too. So this is my first Hololive main branch. Hololive like the girls. This is the first gen, right? This is the first girls gen that I've streamed with I was excited. Fubuki needed hundreds as well, almost into the thousands to get the I remember. I remember that. The gold Magikarp. I still haven't gotten my shiny Fido, by the way. I want my shiny bread dog. I want my shiny bread dog so bad. Akaina! Actually, that's not what Fubuki sounds like. I don't think I could do a Fubuki voice. Maybe, you know what? You know, I should probably, like, you know how, Animal Crossing has Nookazon? I wonder if there's, like, a Pokemon version of Nookazon where I could just be like, hey, does anyone have a shiny, Fido that I can have? I will give you this much in-game currency. Akaina! Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm stalling. I'm excited. I wasn't supposed to be thinking about Gen 3 just yet. That was supposed to be later. I'm excited for the twins and like, I don't know how you pronounce it. Bijou? I think the gemstone one made out of gemstone. I want to eat her feet. 3 days before we faced with another murder. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. Chapter 5, 100 Mile Dash, Pain of a Junk Food Junkie, Daily Life. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. Everyone's here! So let's begin with the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours? Well? He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the Mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but Mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder. In the name of my family. That's so weird. And no matter what it takes, I will rid the world of them. Huh? Hey, Toko, you're pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom. No. What's your deal? She didn't snap back at you. Her talking made things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care. How about that? And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez. How low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe it is the small talk Byakuya warned. I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against. Come on. And yet I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level. I love him. He's great. We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. I love Byakuya. Mr. Byakuya Togami. Okay. We need to go to the laundry room. Oh, ooh, Joy-Con drift. I'm not even using a Joy-Con. What am I talking about? Now, why are we here? Because it's the best place to farm coins. There's always a couple in the washing machine. There's always a couple in the washing machine. Come on, game. Don't make me a liar. It's making me a liar. There we go. And then we got Celeste's bonus, so we get extra coins. I have min-maxed this game. Come on, baby. Anything else? Oh, there's a vending machine here. Nope. There is nothing else. Alright. Leave the area, yep. I know I could fast travel. Let's actually fast travel. Map? Boop, boop. Alright, here we got here. Alright, now we need to go, we just need to go across. Hooray! I can read maps now. Okay. Here. Here we go. Look guys, I'm learning. I'm learning. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been open to us, and it's totally different from the floors we've seen up until now. For some reason, it feels unpleasant. Let's go to this one. No! No! I don't want to see that! No! This is where the window would be in a normal classroom, but there's some huge metal plates mounted on it. The floor has been sealed up with sheets of metal. Metal too, I'm so sick of it. Oh, we got coins from that! Yay. I'm happy. Alright, I can't interact with that. Alright. Leave the area. Isn't this the one where there's like a classroom that's like destroyed and damaged? Catch me if you can. Wait up, I'm gonna punish you. Great, thanks, buddy. Thanks, Monokuma. Toko! Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost. Just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she gave up. No! Toko! Toko! Stand up for yourself! Okay. Thought I could get some yummy coins out of that, but no. Guess not. Alright, we go over here. Let's go down here. Let's go to the, oh, the door's open. Oh, this is the garden. The garden. Oh, I love the sounds of greenhouses. There's just something so wonderful about it.
Yo.
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but it turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling.
No.
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax. That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why? Is that bad? I just realized I'm not doing the voice. I'm sorry. Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh.
they'll put their plan of global human extinction into action.
Well,
I'm serious. Okay. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing in here? Guys, look! Look! It's chickens! Look, it's you guys! Look at you guys! So cute! It's so cute! I actually have a couple chickens that look like this. Aw, it's so cute. Chickens. At least even there's chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. It seems safe. Oh, I can interact with them! It's a chicken. It is. It really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure. It doesn't have like a second form, right? I can interact with each and every one of them. It's a chicken. It's really live, right? There's no mistake. Just keep talking. It's not expected to be fed like humans, is it? It's a chicken. It's not gonna like lay a bomb, is it? Alright. That was it. Step away from the chicken coop? Yes. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Oh, you have no idea. Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly. 5, you know? The number that comes after 4 before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysterious of Cosmo.
Right.
It's a number of power, a refreshing number of par with a hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. What's this? That's some kind of control There's some kind of control panel, set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? No! I thought I could take a break! No! I need a drink. It's for the sprinklers! Sprinklers? Yeah! Controls the sprinklers in the garden! The sprinklers are set to go- oh. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission! Of course, the setting panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning. Yep, you got it! It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get in here too early, you'll get drenched, so watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyways. Or do you have some kind of water? I'm gonna tell everyone! Thanks, Monokuma. You're the best. I want to examine the plant. The giant plant. What is this? This thing is super creepy. This thing is super weird, super creepy. The flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real? No, not again. Watch out! What? That's the Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it, and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all blug, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. The student at Havoc Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. I got the hiccups. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy. By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment. Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Sprouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. Coins. Just to be sure, I should take a look inside that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. Leaning against the back wall. Is that a pickaxe? Oh wait, can't I? No, I don't want... I could look... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. So many flower pots, big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. Aw, how wholesome! Wholesome Naiki! Wholesome Naiki. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, it's actually gonna take care of the lawn. Coins. Okay, so I can examine this, the pickaxe, the hose, and the, there's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. Oh, thank you for the half pass, thank you. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. I saw that on the back of Mondo's, jacket. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? I mean, you can if you want to. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. Coins. Alright, that was it. Leave the tool shed. My throat's killing me. Okay, I think that was it in the garden, yeah. Here in the garden, let's play a game. Alright, let's go to martial arts area. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, look at the flowers. Look at the flowers. Oh, okay, it's just one area. A suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Coins. Oh! Got someone playing. Someone's online. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here. And it's in full bloom.
Hey.
It's quite elegant. Is this what you considered elegant?
Indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, it is kind of out of place. Aw. That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Yeah, coins. So is this gonna be anything different? Even though there's...
Hey.
Okay, yeah, it's the same thing. Oh, hiccups. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? Coins! Let's get this. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathrooms. Alright, what do you have to say, kitty kitty? Well, Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean? Mukuro Ikusaba! The 16th student lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one who they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her! Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey.
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
So then,
we're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. Just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than before. If I talk to her again, is she just gonna give me other stuff? Okay, no. I was hoping you talked more about the room, but okay. Aw, Sakura would have loved it. Oh, Aoi! Hi, Aoi. Wait, there we go. Hello, Aoi. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. Well, we're gonna find out. Oh, there it is! What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled... It was sour, pungent, and possibly rank. It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying... It's the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood. There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. He was right. I had experienced the smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey!
What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened. No. It's quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now then.
Yep. Let me give you a itty bitty itchy spleedy little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than the stupid hints you get from NPCs in those mean old RPGs. But it's pretty scary, huh? All over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait.
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep our chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? So... Oh, I was about to say... never mind. I was about to tell you guys the explanation for this room, but that's actually a spoiler for the ending of this game. Never mind. I won't tell you guys. But, you actually see this scene in, it's not Future Arc, Despair Arc in the Danganronpa 3 anime. Yeah, that's it. You actually see what happens. I think they talk about it in this game too. I don't know if they go into full exact detail about what happened. I don't know. Someone could fill me in on that. Because I honestly don't really remember, but this scene is actually very important for the lore of this game and how this whole entire game came to be. Yep. What can I interact with here? Not a lot. Alright. Let's interact with this very red blood. It's not pink, it's red. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a nasty sight. Or ghastly sight, not nasty sight, ghastly sight. It appears all bloodstains are dry. And the color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. Is this all really blood? Of course, I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? Seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that. Nastily! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I try my best. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it as at a scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. Alright. Monitor and the door. Okay, so we've seen everything here, I think. Yeah. Let's talk to Byakuya. Mr. Byakuya Togami. Byakuya? About what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard? Or is he just flat out ignoring me? No! Uh-oh. Okay, now we're good. Byakuya, acknowledge my existence! Okay, there's this lab right over here. Run! Rawr. It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hall says biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. That kind of sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. Once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. It's night! One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall, and before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. Still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey! Don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team! No! Owie, no! That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyways, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Owie!
Yeah.
Oh no! Has this ever happened to you guys where you need to swallow, but you also like feel the need to talk right then and there? So you can't get your voice out and you also can't swallow? So you're kind of stuck in a limbo? That's what just happened to me. Oh god. I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the fifth floor either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why'd you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed the 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something all the other floors, but not the fifth floor. Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up to the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of the school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part.
okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, I'm not sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. I'm scared you might... no. Even if we continue the plot, they're not gonna make us move on without talking to everyone. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific. Far beyond any normal murder scene. Every body's smell, concentrated.
Huh?
God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there. Stop, seriously. I'm gonna throw up.
It can't be.
Perhaps that's what's meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is that mass murder that took place in the room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room, that was the tragedy that happened a year ago.
in other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear now.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey.
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. No, not just awful, super awfully awful. They're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless, but still. How is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Well, I mean, if they did cover it up, I mean, they still closed down, so why on earth? It's fine. My concern is with the... Sorry, I'm very scatterbrained today. My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
Could it be?
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, a final boss, the tyrant, or...
But
We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother to think about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much. No! So focus on utilizing them effectively.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how is... Byakuya! He'll love us one day. He'll love us one day. Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. I see the stupidly large plant. Monokuma said it was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
For serious?
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Anyways, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that? I don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They said idiots never catch colds, you know. Of course not, because these idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Hey, come on, you don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, so that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. No, don't answer the question.
Huh?
So, what was the question again?
Don't worry, you just answered it.
Oh. Alright.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden on the okay. Chicken coop! There was a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right, 5 chickens.
I love chickens!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, me and Aoi are like the same person. We're the same. No, we're the same. No. I guess her nickname's also Hina. No.
I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat, then we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecue. Decisions. Oh, how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right?
I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. I love Hina.
You know?
I love Aoi. Alright, tool shed. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe?
What?
Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words Crazy Diamond have been carved into the handle. Have we seen that phrase somewhere before?
Crazy Diamond. Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
It's true.
I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before.
Huh? Where?
Ah, that's it, I remember! It was on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right.
But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right, then. Maybe Mondo brought it up with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it.
Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo.
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help.
How are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know, maybe I could use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it, I'm gonna make crop circles.
Well?
And we can use those to call for help.
What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
You know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet.
I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Nah!
Okay, was there anything else that you needed to talk about? Oh, okay, wait, hang on, I want to hear that dialogue again. I didn't even know you could have a real-life garden inside a school. All that green is super relaxing, you know. Just gotta make sure we don't get body snatched. Okay. Monokuma flower is enough to keep me away regardless.
Toko!
Hey, Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever. I'd forgotten about that. Jesus, man! I know you like torturing her, but come on! Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us in all your putrid breath, I won't stop you.
You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem.
Seriously? You're just gonna take it? Shut up! And don't interrupt me when Master and me are talking.
Okay, so what did you want to tell us?
Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor, and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife?
Whoa, that thing is huge. It's like Rambo size.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in the classroom?
Wow.
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning on doing to us? I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just laying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. I'm sorry, Toko.
Listen, more importantly, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
You know?
We Can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
What's your
I don't
problem?
want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
okay.
Then that's that.
Hold on! Don't I get a say?
It's all clear.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask.
You sure it's trust? Feels like they're using me.
Okay, so here you go, Makoto.
They're acting like I already said yes.
Fine. Guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry, it stinks, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Huh? Huh? Oh, she's not used to compliments. No. Poor child. Did Master just praise me?
Hey, good for you.
No. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. So I would... That I would ever experience such a dream. I'm not saying that. I'm not. I refuse. I'm not letting that. I'm not letting that live on the internet. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Well, I think that's all the new info we have for now.
Yo.
So, now what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No way.
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're just gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger.
So what is it you want to figure out?
Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Well,
Kyoko's identity, but Kyoko is Kyoko, right?
Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have clear, definable reasons for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Yura's the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us.
Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right?
It's not the matter of what she's like or doesn't like, it's a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So Kyoko, it's time you told us.
I can't.
What? Why won't you tell us?
wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean by that?
So,
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am.
You have no memory? You mean amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
this is
You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However,
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us. Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
hey,
What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room.
But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation.
And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself.
Just hold on. A threat like that.
That's fine.
Fine. I understand. Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool! Why would you refuse to talk?
Because,
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
so,
Maybe she really did lose her memory.
If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
however,
The worst school, where only the worst things happen. Do you really mean that? Huh?
hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things?
What do you mean?
Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word, began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
Goodbye.
Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
But
I think you went too far taking a room key like that.
For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, of your heart beating.
Hey.
Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel. No! Why are you guys being so mean to her? But what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus the situation, it's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone. Whoa, what the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
Cause look!
Oh, hi! Hi, buddy! Hello, little guy. It's you! How long have you been standing there?
I'm very, very angry!
I need a drink, hang on.
Angry at what?
At the
Thief! Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst.
what?
Hey! My precious! They stole it!
You're precious.
Teacher had such faith in you. Your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal? Reality is filled with so much hardships, isn't it? No wonder people run away from their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up! I hope you all get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street! No!
What the heck?
And he's gone. What the heck was that all about?
so,
Is that something about his precious getting stolen? Does anyone have any idea what that might mean?
It's likely has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? That's true, I got the hiccups again. Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that? It's nighttime! It's time for sleep.
This has fun.
All right.
Soon the doors to the dining. Okay then.
Sweet dreams.
Uh-oh, we need to get out of here.
No?
We could talk about this more tomorrow. And about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you all take extra precaution tonight. Stay in your rooms. Don't go wandering around.
well,
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Ah, that's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... And we pass out. Someone's at our door! As I open my eyes, I realize I've fallen asleep without realizing it. But more importantly, did I hear the doorbell? Hello? Hi, Kyoko! Kyoko? I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go. Naegi, you have the worst survival instincts ever.
hey,
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it. Indeed.
so then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. What did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma, and it was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this? From the headmaster's room. What? You stuck it to the headmaster's room? But wasn't it locked?
however,
The lock was broken. What?
Correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
indeed.
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. So Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us. Hinata is adorable burp. No, I'm not. I am not adorable burp.
That's right.
That's right. So that we could uncover whatever secrets may lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. Burb, burb, burb. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to... Correct. I wanted to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too? Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. To make such a strong statement without proof, that's not like Hyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba could be the mastermind? Anyway, this key is one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
So,
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again, while I go find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention? But we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us.
is that right?
But they didn't catch on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky. Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run this experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. Couldn't help but just stand there and listen.
Hey,
It's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time. Then there would have been a period of time when the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is too high.
why is that?
Oh, I messed up. Hang on, I messed up. Hang on. Hang on, how do I see the transcription? Transcript, here we go. Alright, maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think what might happen if we fail, I don't think you need to worry all that much. After all. Oh, oops. Oh no, this was a part of it. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought. I see. In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. What?
Correct.
In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
In other words,
In other words, we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason not to do it, right? But
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
we know the danger. But if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us. And with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and I wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out for me. Huh? What's this?
it's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens.
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it. And a death without meaning is unappealing.
Hey.
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it, just because you asked me to. But I'm not gonna give it back at some point. You can be sure of that.
indeed.
Yes, of course.
Hey,
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right?
indeed.
Well, there's that too. Huh, you mean there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that
so
easily. Okay then, shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I feel in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No, everything's gonna be fine, I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake some of my anxiety. And then I got to work. I need water. Okay, let's do this. Hey, Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out of here. I've got a bone to pick with you. And then a few moments later.
Monokuma
Well, this is a surprise. You being the one to call me out.
Hey,
Hey, by the way,
Huh?
what were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse, just the two of you in the middle of the night?
No.
Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say?
Thanks, Monokuma. I'm not reading that.
Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late-night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation, far away from X-rated exploits.
I hope you like Twitter. Oh, so is that why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse?
wow.
Bullseye!
Or maybe it's because the lens get all fogged up and you can't see anything anyway. Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
You need some?
Anyway, you went to all the trouble to get me out here. Now, what do you want?
Oh, well, there's just something I want to confirm with you.
Say what?
Whether I'm a mademoiselle or a dude, fella.
Actually.
But in the Bear Kingdom, there is no male or female.
Not non-binary Monokuma for the win. We love to see it.
Monokuma says favorites.
We love it. We love it. Actually, there is.
Seriously?
My
And what am I? My entire existence. That's enough. I could stick if I think about it too much. So what do you really want to ask me?
Oh, well, you told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What's this precious of yours?
What do you
Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible and all, but is that seriously why you dragged me out here to ask me? You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be a 100 megaton freaking kidding me! You're not gonna ask me something useful like how to get the best honey? Or sign breeding tips? This is just crazy! Or help you, but this is just
What the heck?
God, you're so annoying! Fine, I'll tell you, it was a key and blank. That's it.
What was that second thing?
It's all blank, stupid. A secret. Fill it in yourself. Making me trudge all the way out here for that. I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours. And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open up your skull and find out.
Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I could do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. No, she'll be fine. It's Kyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine. Right? Went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to, settle my nerves and get back to sleep. Monokuma- No, even more Monokuma talk. No! I can't do Monokuma's voice. No, don't make me do it. I got the hiccups.
Monokuma Theater, brought to you by Spike Chunsoft Co. Ltd.
Hello? I don't remember this. I don't remember this part. I don't remember this part. I don't remember this part of the game at all. Thank you.
This super stylish, super fashionable game is created by Spike Chunsoft. Now we've got to go buy it now.
You guys have to recommend it to your friends. I've done that already, Monokuma. I've already done that. Is it morning?
Good morning, everyone.
Alright.
Get ready.
A beautiful day. Alright. My body feels so heavy this morning. Must be because I was up so late last night. Anyway, I need to get to the dining hall. Alright. Can I interact with the drawer at all? And here is the survival knife that Toko found. Alright. So we don't get to see it in all its glory. Let's go! Man, fast traveling is great in this game. You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today.
What's your problem?
Really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? Huh? You're allowed to talk again. I don't recall giving you permission. Huh? I just thought, since it- Aw, no, Toko. Since the day has passed, it had maybe reset? Sorry, please don't hate me. Whatever my- Oh, no. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you, I want to- No! No, Toko! No, Toko! It's no use. She's disgusting to the bone.
Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning.
Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, for anything.
Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not gonna show up anymore.
Can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. Best thing to do right now is just keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so...
You know?
Oh yeah, you still have her key, right?
What's this?
Ah, you're looking for Miss Kirigiri?
Ah, what do you want now?
Hey, hey!
I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right?
Do you know where she is?
Well, it's hard to say.
Huh? You don't know either.
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here, to try and prod us for information.
Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is and they name some indie bullcrap?
I feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness. It looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plant went off just fine last night. Which can mean...
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Could she have been right about that?
Hey! Hey!
So, was I right? You're looking for Miss Kirigiri. Any idea where she might have gone?
We have no idea.
What the heck?
And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
What the heck?
For serious.
I see. I'll fine, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers.
As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other.
So, what was that just now? So that means Monokuma doesn't know where she is either.
It would seem that way.
You know?
Where the heck could she have gone?
Don't you think we should all go look for her?
And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, how could he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
So strange. Kyoko must have used that key to sneak into an unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice. Where could it be? We spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Okay, so we can't talk to Kirigiri, but we could talk to other people. Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. Alright, who do we talk to? Where are we at with friendships and just in general? No, don't leave the area yet. I think we have everyone. Oh. I think we have everyone's skills right now. Or at least everyone alive, at least. He's got the ultimate perfection line. No! No! My leash, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all ultimate. Just saying the ultimate perfection. Why would you write that down? Alright. Ultimate clairvoyant. Okay, yeah, we got his skill. Oh, we didn't talk to Kyoko. Huh. We don't have any information on her. That's weird. Alright. We got Aoi. And we talked to, Toko. I wonder if, oh my god, wait, I'm the same height as Toko. I wonder if, Sho is out. That would be interesting. Map. Let's see who's around. Let's see who's active. I want to talk to someone. I want to be your friend, please. Here we go. Okay. Alright, Byakuya and Toko. There's Hiro. Nice Aoi. Ooh, I don't know. I kind of want to talk to Byakuya, to be honest. Hey, Byakuya. Oh, no. No, I don't want to be in the tool shed. I don't want to be in the tool shed, no. Get me out of the... Thank you, Gabe. Hi, Togami.
What?
What, do you need something? Should I talk to Byakuya for a while? Byakuya! Fine. I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention. I hope you appreciate this. I do! Spend some time with Byakuya! Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Byakuya a present? Yes, I want to give him a present. What would he like? Coffee, tea maybe, sea salt. He seems like that type of pretentious person to put sea salt in things instead of regular salt. Should I give him a Sonic Cup noodle? Oh my god. Real curry, rations, flotation donut, ever-flying lunchbox. Ooh. I can give him a love status ring. I can propose to him. Should we I'm gonna propose to him. I'm gonna propose to him. Why not? What's gonna happen? He hates us? He already hates us. He already hates us. Where on your right hand? You're looking for love. On your left, you found it. On both? That's just asking for catastrophe. Alright, we're proposing to Byakuya. Guys, I don't think he liked it. I don't think he appreciated it. No. Oh, okay. He's just playing hard to get. It's okay. He's just it's okay. If you insist, I suppose I can accept it. Does that mean he liked it?
So, in other words,
I love it. I love it. I love it. What's their ship name? Is it Nagami or something like that? Naigami? I don't remember. Happy Naigami. Just to be clear, being the ultimate affluent progeny is only one of my many talents. Some people think I rely on the care and protection of the Togami name. Is this a monologue or something? But I don't rely on my family. Rather, I am my family's savior. The Togami Corporation reaches across the world, true, but I will take us to even greater heights. It is expected of me naturally. After all, even my own family has recognized my ultimate superiority. In other words, even among the Togami family, I am the chosen amongst the chosen. So much confidence.
naturally.
And that confidence is justified, I assure you. It comes from the battles I fought and won. Battles? I am personally worth over $4 billion separate from my Togami family assets! Oh, Byakuya, put that ring on your left hand, baby, please. I could use that money, please. Give me some of that $4 billion. How the heck did you make that much money?
In other words,
The stock market. I buy and sell shares and assets based on the market trends, all within a single day.
yes.
Surely even someone as simple-minded as you has heard of his technique. So he buys and sells stuff on the stuff on the stock market, doing everything in a single day. I think that's called... I don't know. I don't know. It's not trademarks. It's not trading card. Day trading? We're talking about day trading, right? And you were able to make $4 billion doing that.
That's right.
Well, I first started doing it just to keep myself occupied, and before I knew it, there it was. It's really not a big deal. I'd say it's a super big deal. Wait, but our high school? That's what I was honestly thinking that, because I thought you weren't allowed to do the stock market. I thought you had to be 18. Wait, but our high school is even allowed to buy stocks and stuff.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'm Byakuya Togami. Is that meant to be an explanation? $4 billion is nothing to the Togami Corporation, but for personal use, it's not bad. So now you understand, right? I'm not merely the child of a modern-day nobility. You know, Byakuya, maybe we should start calling you the ultimate day trader. Oh, I don't do that anymore. It was too simple, so I got bored of it pretty quickly. Jeez, do you really know how insulting that sounds to the rest of us? Of course, that's how I feel about anything I do. Frankly, life is too easy. It's only natural for me to do whatever I want in this world. Man, he really is confident. We're like worlds apart. Galaxies apart. Maximum number of skill points is agreed. Stay. Still reeling from Byakuya's story, I went back to my room. I feel even worse than I did this morning. What do you mean? What do you mean he just got a husband? And he's worth $4 billion outside of his family. Yeah, if anything, you should be elated. You should love me. I was the one that made you do that. My body still feels like lead, and now I'm getting chills. This is bad. I might be getting sick. Alright. A part of me wants to talk to Byakuya again, but I kind of want to talk to my, my twinsy. Wherever she's at. Hi, Allie. I wonder if... I don't remember how much...
Person's ability body is measured by the power they display at a point where pressure is applied.
Yeah.
That's a quote from the famous baseball player Kenji, Jojima.
Yeah, totally.
I think what he means is that you only really see how strong a person is when they're under pressure. Wonder how strong I can really be. Should I talk for Hina for a while? Sure.
You got it.
Okay, let's go to the pool. Swim time.
But
Oh, but don't stare, okay? I don't actually have a swimsuit, just a shirt, and when it gets wet, it's kind of embarrassing.
huh?
Although I was embarrassed before, but now I kind of am. I wonder how come. Aww. I was swimming with Hina, who seemed kind of embarrassed. Hina and I grew a little closer today. Yeah, let's give her a present. Don't we actually have swimsuits? Let's get her a swimsuit. Or we could get her the donut, too. She likes the donut. I could propose to her. No, that would cause even more drama. A water lover? That might be it. But I thought there was like an actual bathing suit. I could give her a worm on the string. Do you think she'd like a worm on a string? I think she would like a worm on a string. She seems like someone who would like that. Maiden's handbag. Was she like a water flute? She's a swimmer, right? So she probably would like that. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, no, let's give her the water lover. I feel like we've given her tons of flotation donuts. Ba 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 ba. What? I can keep this, right? Right? Yay, ultra stoked! Seeing Hina's so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Oh. This sucks. Huh? What happened to her? She seems way more depressed than usual. I mean, her friend did die. Hey, Hina, what's wrong? Oh, well, I tried to convince myself I was imagining it, but I totally wasn't imagining it. Imagining what?
I'm sick of this.
Oh, no. No! I got fat. I figured. I'm so fat, fat from every angle. I hate this. I hate it. May as well just accept and embrace it. My new big fatty fat actor. No. What if I just keep getting fat?
I'm sick of this.
I just get disgustingly morbidly obese and then nobody wants to marry me. Oh, I should have proposed to her. Which makes me depressed and I get even fatter. Eventually I can't even stand up on my own. And then I die, sad and alone. Nobody notices. I finally lose weight and my body starts to rot. I think you may be worrying a little too much. Besides, as far as I could tell, you look exactly the same.
What the heck?
You're just saying that. I'm a total chub monster. I'm a perfect circle. No, seriously, I'm not just saying that. Then, I'm still hot? Well, I mean, yeah? Really? Then I might still make it out alive? Yeah, I'm sure you'll make it out alive. Thank God, seriously, thank God.
Okay.
But I can't relax now. I'm making an official statement. As of right now, Aoi Asahina is on a diet. A
You
diet?
got it.
Just you watch. I'm gonna get so thin it'll scare the crap out of you. Well, don't overdo it, okay? Don't try and stop me. I've made up my mind and my willpower is rock hard. And now my resolve is even more rock hard.
You got it.
But before all that, time to get stuffed onto— Oh no, she has an ED. No, Hina! Owie, no! Owie, no! Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. I'm not sure if dieting is really in Hina's skill set. Maximum number of skill points has increased. Hey, look at you go. I can still talk to her more? Once we're all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. Uh-oh. The scary music is happening. I'm getting the chills. I kind of feel dizzy. I can't help it. I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but I felt like my body had reached its limit. As I dropped into my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. I wonder, okay. I'm actually wondering, like, if someone did happen to get sick, like really, really sick, I wonder if Monokuma would take care of them? Or like let them, or like if it's really bad, let them die naturally. Because like technically it is like a death.
But it wasn't caused by the students. So would Monokuma try to prevent that from happening, or would he just let it happen? Now I'm having like actual questions. I was unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Well, that's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It's more like my consciousness went dim. I weaved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness, which is all to say. That's sus. I was restless. Ugh. At some point, I found myself wandering through a strange dream. And within the dream, a voice echoed across the walls of my mind.
I understand.
That voice. It's so familiar. Ah, it's
Understand.
It's me.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Oh, huh? What am I trying to say?
This is all for hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here.
Okay.
My dream just now. What? So strange. Huh?
Hello. 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 Hello, Kyoko.
Kyoko? What did you say?
That was a lovely little cutscene. Hey, it's everyone's favorite time of the day. Monokuma Theater.
Every day is peaceful. Every day is joyful. Every day is from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Wishing only for those unchanging, unending happy days. Days of boredom repeating forever and ever. No abnormalities as far as the eye can see. Life without the tiniest speck of abnormality.
We're like that. I'd consider that pretty damn abnormal.
Thanks, Monokuma. Alright, I want my hiccups to go away. I want my hiccups to go away.
Good morning,
Okay,
everyone.
yeah.
Get ready.
I'm ready for another beautiful day, Monokuma. It took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. Huh? I let out a deep sigh and bring myself up to the rest of the way. The chills, the aches, the unfathomable, lethargy? They had all disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I caught, either. It was also the dream I had. What the hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of my dream and reel them up from the depths of my memory. That's right. I remember last night. I don't want to see this picture anymore. I came down with a fever and I couldn't quite go to sleep. And I heard a voice. I didn't really understand. And then... I don't want to see this picture, no! I don't like how sus it looks. All of a sudden, I was awake. And there was a strange person standing next to my bed wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. I want to say I fought them off, but I don't actually remember. I felt like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with fever. I was somewhere far away, watching my body move on its own. And because of that, I don't remember what really happened. But still, I feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. After that, things things go black again. Next thing I remember, Kyoko was there. But what would she have been doing in my room? What a strange dream. No, was it really a dream? How could I possibly find out either way? Check the knife in your drawer. I opened my desk drawer. Ah, Naoki's having a stroke. Huh? It's empty. There's nothing inside. Wait, nothing inside? That's strange. Because it definitely wasn't before. I'm positive I put the knife I got from Toko in here. What that means. The knife they told me to keep safe. I knew it. I just had a feeling. It wasn't a dream after all. But if that's true, this all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? And who was that behind the mask? And why was Kyoko? What the hell is going on? Well, I don't think I'm gonna figure it out on my own. I should head to the dining hall. Then I could talk to everyone else about it. Alright, let's go to the dining hall. Map! Map!
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto! Yep, that's Makoto. Sure as the sky's blue. Hey, Hina. Hey, Hina, can we talk about what you did yesterday when you talked? I'm kind of concerned. I'm kind of concerned for your mental and physical health. I'm pretty sure you might have an ED. I'm pretty sure you might have an eating disorder. I want to just talk about it with you. I want to make sure that you're okay. I want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, you know?
You really had me worried, you know. What happened to you last night?
Worried?
I mean,
Yeah, right after nighttime hit, we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. Thought maybe you'd been, you know. I mean, not that that actually happened. I mean, nobody here would wanna, you know. So anyway, what were you doing?
I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. Why did you come to get me? Did something happen?
Well, lots of stuff actually. I'm not sure I could really explain.
okay.
Let's go meet up with everyone else, and then I can tell you all about it.
So is everyone waiting somewhere else or something?
That's right.
Oh yeah, we all stayed up the whole night.
The whole night?
I lost the rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast before everyone.
Okay.
So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it.
Okay, sure.
Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there.
The gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night. Alrighty, righty. I keep forgetting the controls. Gym.
Ah, there he is.
Huh? Oh, hey,
This is
Makoto.
worse than being late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your own funeral all at once.
What?
Jeez, to show up now like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed. Just like Hina said, everyone was there, besides Kyoko. And I noticed. It formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw that something was... What the? Before I could catch myself, I cried out. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling?
You missed quite a bit.
But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She's not even phased.
You missed a lot, Makoto. Relax, there's no danger. You say that, but what is this? What are you guys doing? I want to talk to our husband. Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous?
What?
Oh no! The honeymoon phase has left the building. I don't think there even was honeymoon phase. Idiot, if you haven't been sleeping in, you'd already know what's going on.
Hey, come on.
Well, I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto. Cause that's how much I like ya. Byakuya found this little fella laying around. We tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything.
What?
Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. Then I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began, but still Monokuma laid there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move. So I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was a masterstroke of genius. Just to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. Its leaks beyond any normal remote control toy, who had enough free time to invest in something like that anyway. But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he'd malfunction, but we didn't find any cause that as we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down,
So in other words,
then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind, something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected. They were probably so scared of Master they ran away in terror.
Or maybe they got sick or something.
But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary.
That's true. He says the exact same thing every day, right?
Hey guys, I don't think now's a good time for light conversation. I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. Bomb?
That's super bad. We need to get rid of it.
Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movement, I'm sure it's no motion sensor. We're serious. Look, I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't you?
Fine, I'm totally fine.
You're so not fine. You're all
Oh, I probably should have mentioned the motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that.
Gosh, you're like the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on. The century's just getting started. Don't call the race already. Whatever, just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hang on to it, it's not gonna do anyone any good. Oh yeah, good call.
Well,
Okay, it's down. Everything's all good.
Hero put the bomb down, but it wasn't my main concern at that point.
My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. Is it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could have done? But what could have? But what could that have been? When I thought about it, I couldn't help but think back to the night before, being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Hey, Makoto.
Huh?
hey.
Don't, us? Did you hear that? Did you hear a thing we just said? Huh? So that's a no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Actually, I think I might be. Sorry.
We were saying since we were done dismantling Monokuma, what we should do now.
We decided to continue our offensive assault.
it's all clear.
To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
Since the mastermind appeared to have stopped all activity, now's our chance, wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there,
What?
if you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. Or go live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You could be chicken number 6. I already am, buddy. This is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate.
But
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna run away? Or are you going to fight? You're right. I'll go with you.
It's all clear.
Okay then. We're gonna break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves.
I'll follow you anywhere, Master, to all the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your
How
strength.
about that?
I could do this. I'm a man and I could do this. I've got the will of the entire universe on my side. With each found determination in our own ways, when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. I don't remember where that is. This way. Right? Rattle, rattle. Door won't budge. It must be locked. No? Is it this one over here? Oh, oh, we have friends guiding us. We have friends guiding us. Hello, Toko. Okay, thanks, Toko. Thanks, Toko. I love and appreciate you, Toko. Hey, I want to talk to you. Hina?
Okay.
Sakura's gonna be watching over us, so we're definitely gonna find something to help us bring this to an end.
Is it over here?
Hmm.
We finally reached the climax. So let's hurry up and finish it before the mastermind catches us. And now lastly, Byakuya.
Let's go.
This is where we expose every last detail in the mastermind. Is everyone ready? It's locked, as expected. So what are you gonna do?
What?
Isn't it obvious? We're gonna tear this door off its hinges.
What? But the rules say...
We've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore.
But
But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there,
So in other words...
then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen.
hey.
Okay, sure, but
What?
we've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed that this is what we had to do, so we have to do it.
So beautiful.
I mean,
For serious?
What the heck?
We don't have any choice. We're desperate.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's rip this door down.
actually,
But how are we gonna do that? The thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? That thing in the tool shed.
oh, so.
Oh yeah, the pickaxe.
I see.
Interesting. That could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, if we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now.
It's all clear.
Okay, go get that pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
What?
That's straight up unreasonable. By myself?
Naturally.
Surely you like to have your me time once in a while, right? Well, if it's me and you, Time Master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took for you to say that 10 seconds? No! Take too long to resume. No! Acceptable! That Toka ran off, loud as a herd of rabid elephants.
Hey.
For serious though, are we just gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. We can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense, I can hardly talk. Well, no. I'm totally
What?
Hi, you're not show in this iteration. Hi, Jill. Bros, where'd that come from? Wait, genocide, Jill. Where'd you come from?
You called for me and so I...
Hello.
Genocide!
It's a murderous fiend. Here to greet you all with a razor-sharp smile.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it?
I was supposed to pick an axe.
No, you seeping imbecile. The pickaxe.
Seeping imbecile. Oh, master, you won't wound me with your executive level barbs. Here comes the bloody nose. Seriously though, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for all the old memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
This level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes.
The light bulb just went off. That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left.
One more mystery.
Yep, now we need to figure out the identity of Object X.
So,
Now what are you talking about?
Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
you gotta be
I'm
kidding!
not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden.
What? What did you find? Corpus.
Did you hear me? I said corpse!
A corpse?
Yep. Yep, that's right. I found a corpse in the garden.
You found a corpse in the garden?
What did you
Well
say?
then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hill. What the?
Are they really dead?
For sure, but who is it? All right, we're entering we're entering the investigation. Just to make things clear, last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask, and whoever it was, now they are. I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me.
I told ya there's a corpse hanging out here. No way. Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. Okay, wait. I'm gonna save. How do I save? I gotta go to system. Yeah, save. Let me just make sure. Okay, we're good. All right. So what should we? I guess we should probably investigate the body first. That would be the obvious solution. We need to find out who this actually is, but there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything from the body itself. The victim is a total mystery. One thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How would they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating, they're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet.
Ah! I messed up! 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 I messed up!
But the blood is there still wet. Be careful you don't Ah! Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How could you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? The face and the body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue.
I'm pretty sure it's a girl at least.
Huh? How can you tell?
Well, I think I see the outline of her chest. And just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl.
Really? Then could it be...
Okay then! Yes! Let's just tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, don't! But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out towards the mask. And then the next instant... Shigozoom! There was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up, it blew up, it blew up, it blew up, it blew up. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out, but then...
Come on.
Hurry up, put up the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled me back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Sploosh! Thankfully, it was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. But what the hell, man?
It exploded.
What did you
I
say?
had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body.
What?
It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man.
Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again.
And now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are you gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh?
What?
If we consider who's not here, that'll quickly narrow down who it must be.
There's only one person missing.
It's Kyoko. Kyoko? And that dead body. It's Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words,
The mastermind.
What?
The mastermind? Come on, there's no way. The mastermind got char-boiled? Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right? But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said.
So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the mastermind is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
What the heck?
He said the mastermind might be some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't.
Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster?
Is it a teenage girl? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about?
The ultimate despair?
Huh? Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak. What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
what?
I think you'd better tell us everything you know.
Well, all that Kyoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school, the one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. It sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind.
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that.
What?
I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics.
And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it?
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl Mukura, and she's the student here, and she's the ultimate despair. But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd she wind up burnt to a crisp?
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense. To just suddenly show up and then die? I think we better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is.
Hey, wait!
What?
Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko?
Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. No! No, she's not doing so well.
Oh, she survived!
Oh, she survived.
Huh? What just happened?
Master?
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen.
Oh, then I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you inhale. That's enough for me to live.
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. Okay. We got quite a bit. We should take a closer look at the body one more time.
Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl.
Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. Hey! 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 Let me see the face! Let me see the face! Let me see the face! I want to see the face! I could probably make out the face! Alright, fine. Hold on, there's something on the ground there. Oh, boo! There's something next to the body. It's a key? Is this what Kyoko took from Monokuma? What did you steal?
So...
I stole this. A key. But looking at it, I could tell it just wasn't any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right. Oh, boom. That's right. The key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. And this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh?
See.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean?
So in other
The
words,
biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now. No! Let me keep investigating! Okay, well... Where am I? Okay, let's go to the biolab. If I could figure out how to walk, that would be great. I'm pretty sure this key opens the biolab. Rawr. Biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole. Key isn't even close to fitting, which means this key doesn't go in this room. Oh, I thought we could go into the biolab at some point. Maybe that's next case. Where else did I need to go? Could go gachaing. That could be fun. Okay, it wasn't the biolab. Data center. Oh, I guess the data center makes sense, yeah. The door to this data center was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole. Click! It fits! And this is the key to the data center. I managed to unlock the data center. Guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. Immediately headed back to the garden. So you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. Then we can get into the data center now.
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not gonna be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry. We have Makoto. No! Byakuya, we just got engaged. You can't do that to me. What?
In other words,
It's in your hands. Again. It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. No! I reached down and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure it was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Hira extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
what?
It's a direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras of the school feed back to this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us! And this room is...
It's all clear.
the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. Mastermind's room. Guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. Then I think this settles it. Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, that can only mean one thing. It was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the Mastermind. And the the mastermind is dead. Like, really, really dead. It would seem so. For serious. It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. Mastermind is dead. Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that... But if the mastermind really is dead, it means we can finally get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit, come on!
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. Huh? But what about the exit? If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set us up in this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
Naturally. The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubt. Mastermind was murdered.
But
Why is it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
Such ignorance.
Exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind. Now do you understand, you useless insect? No! You're banned from talking to Master ever again! The mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answer to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay, then let's begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. Whew, okay, alright. That was a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Hang on. I want to save again. Alright, there's a lot. Boop. There's a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this, huh? Look at Master go! It's like a feast for the eyes! I hate this. How much you have is a monthly membership? This isn't OnlyFans, calm down. The door is kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. It could be inside. No luck. The door is locked, huh? What if you used the key that opened this door? Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. Worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked.
So what? We can't do anything?
Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these monitors. Must have used it. Ah, I can't speak. Mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network and Alter Ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. Ah. Wait, what? Oh, there's a camera here. No matter when, no matter where, his family and Karens are following her every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? Over here? No, I want to interact with this. Thank you. Thank you, game. There's nothing showing up on this one. Huh? Hey, look next to the TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
how about that?
It is. It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV?
Huh? Does someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here.
Are you talking about me? Anyways, if we can watch TV, come on, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
So you're all starved for this info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to the TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what is he talking about?
You know? Huh?
Oh! What's wrong? Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working.
Really?
Now all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. Oh, you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. Huh? This is...
Is the feed coming from their surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Oh, that's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing? That's really weird.
You're weird.
Weird in every way possible. And not just weird, super weird. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well, did you try changing the channel?
Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Here I went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed from us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup.
A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually.
I'm not sure, but... Huh?
Huh?
What?
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 Yeah, been a while, you bastards.
Monokuma! How? You're supposed to be dead! I need a stretch, hang on.
Me, Dad? Don't be freaking stupid.
What?
Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is pretty natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already.
Not even. It's been like half a day at most.
How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see the moment you went from hope to despair.
Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment.
Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be a bear to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. Ha 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 ha.
Well now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past, so full of hope and begin to despair the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. Can't be serious. We have to keep going.
No, we're supposed to get out of here.
Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are.
Are you serious? This place is the worst.
If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair? Yeah, I'm pooped for all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now.
The point.
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, I did. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
The heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed?
Look at how attentive you all now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely not, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming from the antenna. Huh? What does that mean?
It's displaying the signal. But it's just us standing here.
You're so stupid that you get it. Fine, I'll just tell you. The killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV.
What?
extreme!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV.
Doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning.
What?
Broadcast live to the entire world?
What kind of bad joke is this?
That's...
Can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? The camera feed is being broadcast. No way, that's impossible.
That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that. All you need is one weird trick that I found. And hijacking the airwaves is easy mode.
Are you being serious right now?
Of course!
I heard that kind of creaking. But the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Everything has meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries. Even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It's all for my captive audience. to show them true despair like they've never seen before. I became the director of a despair face protection. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
Insane.
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy.
I need a drink, hang on. This is hard. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did?
Huh?
yes, indeed.
But then again, that's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally, though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources.
Yep. So how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. Something you all need to remember. There's something you all need to do first, remember?
What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's a little business of. Ba bum bum bum.
A body has been discovered.
Oh, it's been a while.
After
It's been a while
given
since
amount
we had a
of
body
time,
discovery
which you may
announcement.
use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh?
Class trial. Do you mean?
It's the Monaco.
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it all you got, okay? Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for the heck of a
I
ride.
can't wait! I can't wait!
Here we go again. And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this. I thought it was finally we could get out of here.
And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. A class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mukuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's. Kyoko's been murdered. No, it's not possible, because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is still the truth. If you refuse to believe it, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyways, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, that means the killer.
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
Huh? But you just said...
Stop
I
talking.
don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how games work, after all. Well, I better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Hang on! Hang on! That was quite a bit. Woo! Oh, that was loud. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make that. I didn't mean to say that very loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope you guys are fine. I need another drink. I'm sorry. There's so much happening. There's so much happening. I need. Hang on, if you guys don't mind. I need a quick breathe. My throat hurts. Why does my throat hurt so much? I guess I've been doing a lot of voice acting with Amori and Danganronpa back to back. I guess maybe I should have thought about that. Okay. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing great. I need to get motivated. Nah. Hey guys, you see I have this releasing July 31st at 7 o'clock EST. Yeah, I worked hard on it. Yeah, I did the art. I did the mixing. I didn't really mix a lot. I sang a song. Yeah. I edited the video. Yeah. Alright. Well, I better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Their body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No, I'm sorry. Excuse me. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Alright, I actually don't think there's anything to explore in the computer lab anymore, the data center. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important, from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Except, Kyoko's not here. Kyoko Kitty. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like this before. But where? Wait, was it there? I have to double check that later. Fragments of the dead body has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. Well, there's our knife. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Can like the explosive shit? Can like an explosion actually knock something that's been launched into the body? Is that a thing? The Monokuma file said that the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Yeah, so can the explosion really knock it out? Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this... Yeah, it's our knife! That's it! It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that's the same knife that was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because... when they attacked, I was in kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. Then maybe I... And if this really is Kyoko, I mean, Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. It's all so clean. If it was really inside the body, why it would be bloodied. That's like my first thought. Why isn't your first thought like, hey, this knife was not lodged into probably my best friend's abdomen area. Hey, wait a second. Why is it not pink? That is a strange question. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Can I look at the head? No. What part can I look at? The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and they threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There... is it, right? Let's check the hand. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. You're not gonna talk about the tattoo on her hand? Sorry, I actually don't know how much longer I could keep going. My throat's killing me. Oh, there we go. There's also something on the back of her hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burnt, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. Never seen anything like it before. There we go. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. Her shoes look familiar, don't you agree? The lower half of the body didn't go wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. It explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's something strange about that, right? Okay, there's nothing else here, right? Yeah, I got everything. Step away from the dead body. Let's check out our chickies. Let's check out our chickies. Remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4? No! 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 Not the chicken! No! No! Not the chicken! What's going on, MAKOOTO? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Oh, of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? What's wrong? Aww. There's only 4 chickens in here now. We're 1 short. Huh? Ah! It's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappeared, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Is it related to the case? No! 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 Aww. She was probably so cute! I mean, they didn't really move, so I couldn't really see their face, but... guys! Guys, no! They're gone! It's gone. It's okay. I'll remember him forever. There's a panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then, if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place after. Alright, let's check here. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, there was a tarp in here before? Should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. Well, then let's do it. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. That's the one thing that concerns me. What's the other thing, MAKOOTO? What can you tell me what the other thing is? These tools have nothing to do with this case. What about the pickaxe? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. It's the same thing that was written on the back of Mondo's cap. Pickaxe is connected to Mondo somehow. It's definitely intriguing, but now's not the time to worry about that. Is it this? There's a lawnmower here. I don't think that has anything to do with Mr. Ear's corpse. Really hope there aren't any clues in the fertilizer. Alright. So, you just said that just to say... Oh, flower pots. Maybe flower pots. No, so you just said that last line just to convince me that there's something important in here. Alright. Okay, I think that's... Yeah, that's everything. Just time to talk to people. Hagakure! It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and...
Serious.
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember what that was. It was 9 o'clock. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock, as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym, where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that was where she found the body. What time was that then? 9 o'clock! Wait. Yeah, 9 o'clock. I am officially out of water. That's right, it has to be right around 9 o'clock. Oh, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, that's my job done. That's a pretty small job. Alright. Byakuya? Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk with you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were where you after... I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I went to sleep all night. Why are you asking me about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it? Isn't it obvious this murder took place after nighttime? How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro has been spending most of his time in the garden in the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I could confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together that entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room. I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. But Byakuya! Byakuya! I give... Hang on, wait. Let me find the actual name of the rig. I give you, where's it at? I gave you love status ring. I gave you love status ring. We're married now. You would throw your own husband under the bus? How could you do that to me, Byakuya? We were gonna share your $4 billion. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Toko, you got blown up. So what? Who does the body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. That's probably for the best. Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see anything on any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks! That was a big help! Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too! I think I've checked everywhere I need to in this area. I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicion. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? That's true. Is that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I could find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. The key to her room.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Well, I mean, we are engaged. We are technically engaged. Well, yeah. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Bye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Is it a date? Oh my god, he's taking this seriously. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, this is a serious moment. the love story grows. Okay, we gotta go to the gym. This way. Where'd the bomb go? Where'd the bomb go? Monokuma's laying dismantles on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. The only one is there's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb! And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments were found in the garden. Alright, updated. Okay, I checked everything else I could think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. Should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Hi, Byakuya! Think you could go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Here we go! Wait for me! Byakuya walked out without a second glance. I heard after him on his way to the door. It's okay, he's just being a tsundere. He's just being a tsundere, it's okay. Hi! Hello? You're all legs. You want to talk about that? Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then click! And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Alright, let's go see what Kyoko's room looks like. So, this is Kyoko's room. Smell the mattress. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here. At least as far as this case is concerned. Oh, I can't examine the thing. Okay. Can I go to the bathroom? Let's take a peek at the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. Might be a certain articles hanging. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. Better not look inside. What, like bras and underwear? That's fine. That's fine. Everyone needs to see them every once in a while. Something on the table. It's a wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. Doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that might go to. Dojo. Let's talk to Byakuya!
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take my time out to have my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us a sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know! Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Uh-huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it! What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? Under the bed! But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78 student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I
It
see.
appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and blink. That's it. This must be the blink that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over the Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. The ultimate soldier. A mercenary group? This doesn't feel real. A world I grew up in. It's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's nonfiction, the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then, I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. It's all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says the Fenrir has already...
Found it.
Well, I feel like a hero becoming a bit. A hero is. I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you.
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Uh-oh, you found her profile.
So what if we did?
Hey.
Don't freak out on me.
Come
I'm not gonna hold it
now.
against you or anything. And in this case, you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rules against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know?
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours.
Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication, organization, and order. Which is why even I, as the school's headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, can I?
I can't do the voice. I am dying slowly.
In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting?
Interesting?
It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I've ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking, I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hall back then, way back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding amongst you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying?
in other words.
That's right. There were actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed.
Total number of students taking part in this killing game were actually 16. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. 16, then. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. So she's the one making all the regulations. So the one making all the regulations is... Why? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... Like I told you, the killing game is despairingly popular. No, desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we got so many new viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. Uh-oh. I just connected my controller. How'd I do that? I disconnected my controller. Beep boop beep boop. Beep boop beep boop. Beep boop beep boop beep boop. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop. Come on. Come on. Come on, work. I may have to reset it up. Hang on. Hang on. Hide the screen. Hide the suspicious information. Hide all the profiles that are on this Switch. There's grip order. There we go. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't do anything right. Uh-oh, no. I just heard my chair squeak. You're plugged in, right? Okay, wait. I can fix this. I have fixed this before. I know exactly what to do. I gotta free up storage space, too. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Something's happened here. Something bad has happened. What has happened? I don't know. And deactivate. Activate. Why are you not working? What the heck? Uh-oh. Okay. Put it back in. I've docked it again. Oh my god. What is happening? I guess that's it then. My throat's hurting anyway. My throat's hurting anyway. We were just getting to the good part. We were just getting to the good part. No. Hang on. What if I change the device? I'm hiding my camera. Go change it to webcam. Hi, hello. No. What is happening? What is happening? Why is it not working? Oh my gosh, I undock it once. I undock it once and it doesn't work. Welcome to Scuff. Welcome to Scuff. Here. You guys like this? Do you guys like this? I hope you guys do. What even happened? Okay, I'm docking it again. Wait. Ha! It's back. It has returneth. Doth returneth. Doth hath returneth. Alright, same page. Alright. Now, alright. We sorry for that interruption. We are now returning, to Danganronpa. We don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense. That's all you get for now. Actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back on that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with ya. Seriously? You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you about. She wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Monokuma. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. Wait, so on the back of her hand, the tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wear those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Uh-huh.
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. No. You remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules of the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would even have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. I'm sorry about the hiccups. Mukuro is the killer. She killed Kyoko. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly why I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
In other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. Makes more sense then to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you said it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there's other places in need of investigation. I should find out the key to the dojo, if the key to the dojo really are connected. Well, are you coming? This is a date! Ah, Byakuya, you shouldn't have. Alright, maybe you know. Hurry up and check the locker. That's what we're all here for after all. Which locker though? This one? There are wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys, just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at all at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found in the locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. Took out the wood block key and inserted it into the key's metal lock. Locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Oh, there's something else in the locker. It's a watered up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain? If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow, but how could it possibly be involved? I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
Very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Perhaps. Byakuya? Forget it.
Come on, we need to continue on to our next location. Huh? What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research? You talk about the archive. That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to. We have so much time left before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I can't do your voice, Byakuya. Please talk less. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seems to know the archive like the back of his hand, and went straight to the shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with the file in hand. No! There we go. No! Let me talk to Byakuya.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How do you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I know my French. I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Thank you. Thank you, Naiki. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you. But I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is... no, I can't. I can't. I can't. No, I can't do it. Too much. Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe that there was a mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. It is our reality, the only reality. And these are people are part of their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's why it makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it. Reports there's something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It says Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... Oh, thank God. I'm free.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Then the time has come. All we could do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. Free me from voice acting! Whoa, Byakuya and MAKOOTO showed up together.
Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word.
We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out at this point? MAKOOTO's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? We're married. We've gotten engaged.
What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself, but... We stood there for a full 5 minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. The 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again.
What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or what?
Jesus!
Yaha! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why do you waste my time and make me wait like that?
Huh? I made you wait. You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
Huh?
In other words,
I'm ready for everyone to arrive. We can't start here till everyone's here, now can we?
What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you.
Boo-hoo, sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us wait all... Right? If we all agree it's not a violation, I'll read your punishment right now.
If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
I'm here. There's no rule, and no rule's been broken.
Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive!
No, that's a ghost! Stop talking.
If you want to fight, we'll do it at the class trial. We need to save some of that fun for later, right?
What?
But if it's okay, there's no particular penalty for being late.
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong?
You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. And I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts into the elevator. I'm just one step ahead of y'all.
When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko.
Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed. Of course I didn't die.
Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay.
Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us.
Huh?
He's right. Now we gotta deal with the ghost. I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without even ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
Be happy when this trial's all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator.
But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Where were you, girl? Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you?
Correct.
So, I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't many monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So,
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what that key you found goes to.
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto,
We could go over all the details after we could go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation,
it would seem...
because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Plus, trial's important for everyone, right? So why would she say this is a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well then, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread became to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't
Oh, I've been waiting for this. It feels like it's been forever since we got together like this. Time for the pointless jokes and jabs and pats.
Thrills,
Let's get on with the show.
And so the curtains open for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. And I'm done. I am done for the night. I am done for the night. I cannot speak anymore. I am done. I am done. I'm done. That was, oh, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. There was so much talking, so many, Anyways, hello everyone. Hello, welcome to my just chatting screen. We have no new subscribers, followers, blah 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 blah. So before we raid, let me just tell you guys, it's on my Twitter and it is on my YouTube community community tab. And it's finally happening. Astro Girl, the cover is being released on July 31st at 7 o'clock, and then we're streaming afterwards talking about it. It was a labor of love. I worked hard on it. I hope you guys love it. Or if you didn't love it, I don't know what to tell you. That sounds like a you problem at this point. But, thank you for posting the raid message, Animeister. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, my voice. Oh, I could feel it in my ear. I could feel it in my ear. I did the art. I did the video editing. I did the singing. I did the mixing and stuff like that, even though there's very minimal mixing. So, it's a labor of love. I hope you guys love it. Or if you didn't like it, at least be nice and give me constructive criticism. If I get any sort of hate, I will cry. At the very least, I would like it to get over 200 views, because that's how much my terrible, awful... Who are we rating? I haven't decided yet. I'm just talking about this real quick. Well, I still have a voice. But, I wanted to get how much did my very sick cover of Deadbeats get? Let me look real quick. Cause I want more than that at least. Cause that was awful. That cover was awful. I mean, it was iconic in its own way. But I want the one that I actually worked hard on to get more recognition. Got 2 suggestions? All right, let's hear them out. All right, I found it. It's currently got 232 views. Veniel, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Nazune Zoo X3 Valorant. All right, I will look them up. Let me look and see what they're doing. But yes, I should get you guys some sort of like, some sort of incentive to get this more popular than my Deadbeats thing. I don't know what incentive I could give you guys. I'm already doing the vegetable eating stream for my 200 followers. What else am I supposed to give you guys? I'm already giving you guys good quality content of me throwing up on camera. Wait, what was the other one? Nazune Zoo. I don't think I follow them. Oh, then let's look them up. Great. I got an ad. I got a 25-second ad. What can I talk about while we wait? Oh, okay, okay. Pew pew, Neko VTuber. Ah! There was a gunshot. There was a gunshot on that stream. I guess it was a Valorant stream, but it was like a, I don't know what it was. But, because I don't follow her and I don't raid her, we could go ahead and rate, Nazunezu. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Looks like she also goes by Zoo, so I'm just gonna pronounce her Zoo. Nezu. Nezu. Alright. Sorry, I think I mentioned this before. For some reason, just today, I'm all over the place. I gotta go here. Nezu. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and start the raid. Da 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 da. There we go. The raid message has been posted in the chat. Tomorrow we are playing more Amori, more voice acting galore. I'm pretty sure I am slowly damaging my voice. Slowly but surely. I'm not a professional voice actress, so I gotta start limiting my voice acting skills. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for coming. I will see you all tomorrow for Amori. We are going to have lots of fun with Sweetheart's Castle. But Omori, oh my god. But hey, you know what? If Sweetheart's Castle ends up taking too long and we end up streaming right around the time the new Halloween Jinday Girl stream, we could have like a little watch party. The two, I know Bijou is one of them. I don't remember what the other one's name is. I only remember Bijou because it reminds me of Bejeweled, and she's a gem. I think that's the only reason. And then there's Makoko and Fuwawa. Oh my gosh, the raid's going down. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Trust me, we will talk more about this tomorrow, okay? Bye, everyone. Demon of Soup.